We can't hold our breath forever when our brothers cannot breathe. Come on and raise your voice above the raging seas. We can't hold our breath forever when our brothers cannot breathe. Oh, 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 oh. Our brothers cannot breathe. Oh, 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 oh. Our brothers cannot breathe. Oh, good people, won't you come around? Won't you come around? Won't you come around? Oh, good people, won't you come around? Won't you come around and defend your brothers? Oh, good people, won't you come around? Won't you come around? Won't you come around? Oh, good people, won't you come around? Won't you come around? Hold up each other.
Where have you been?
Nowhere.
Antigone,
I couldn't sleep.
and I could? You don't think he'd go through with it, do you? I mean, there's no way he would.
Kill us? Of course he would.
Antigone, I don't want to
Well,
die.
neither do I, but somebody has to do something.
But why does that person have to be you? Can't someone else do it?
If everybody thought that, nothing would ever get done. Our general, our protector, has decided that our brother's body should lie in the street. Tell me, who else is going to bury him?
We should just consider ourselves lucky. The fighting has stopped.
Our brothers are dead. How exactly is that lucky?
You know what I mean. We're alive, Antigone.
But look what Creon is doing to our brothers. He's treating one like a hero and the other like an enemy. Antigone had his burial while Polynices lies rotting in the street. This is what the noble Creon has decided. Anyone who goes against this order will be killed.
Then what can we do about it?
Decide if you will act with me.
What do you mean, Antigone?
Will you have me cover Polynices?
How are you going to cover Polynices? Antigone, there are police patrolling the entire street.
I'll do my duty to my brother and yours if you're not up to it. I won't leave him there to rot.
You can't, Antigone. Creon banned it.
He has no right to keep me from what's mine.
Think, Antigone. Remember where we are. It doesn't matter if it's right or not. He's the one in control. We have to obey those in power. I'll ask God for forgiveness, but I will not go against those in control. It doesn't matter. You'll just get caught.
So what if I'm caught? Just because he made a law doesn't make it right. I won't try to convince you. Be who you want to be. Go ahead and obey. It's what you do best. I will still cover him. It'll be fine to die while doing that. I'll lie there in the streets uncovered with them for all my crimes. I will honor the dead, not please the living.
I love him no less than you. But I will not act against the state.
Let that be your excuse.
Antigone, wait! Antigone, I'm afraid. I can't lose you too.
Don't spend your time worrying about me. Set your own fate in order.
Antigone! Antigone, wait! Antigone, please forgive me for quarreling with you last night.
You're forgiven, Haven. Now please, go back inside. It would not please your father to see you out in the cold morning air.
How could I be cold so close to my love?
Haven, please.
You do love me, don't you, Antigone?
Yes. You know I do.
Then marry me.
Please. Don't ask me.
I'd be a good husband, a good father. I'd be gentle. Someday, I will be king, Antigone.
So, what's that to me? You can keep your titles and your trappings, your palace. They mean nothing to me.
Any woman would be honored to have such a husband.
Do you really know me so little?
Marry me, Antigone.
I can't.
Why not? Tell me why not.
Because the dead do not marry.
Antigone, you're not making any sense. You're here. You're alive.
And yet already and betrothed to the grave.
Antigone, wait!
Lucky are those who live in a time not tasting of evil. I have seen this gathering sorrow from time long past, looming over the children of Oedipus. From generation to generation, each enemy changing in title, each battle more bloody than the last. What mortal arrogance transcends the wrath of the gods? Sleep cannot lull them, nor the long months tire them. But all that is, and shall be, and all that is past, is theirs. No pride on earth is free of the curse of heaven. The straying dreams of men may bring them ghosts of joy, but as they drowse, the waking embers burn them. Or they walk with fixed eyes, as blind men walk. But the ancient wisdom speaks for our own time. Man's little pleasure is the spring of sorrow.
I call God to witness that if I saw my country headed for ruin, I should not be afraid to speak out plainly. And I need hardly remind you that I would never have any dealings with an enemy of the people. No man values friendship more highly than I, but we must remember that friends made at the risk of wrecking our ship are not real friends at all. And that is why I have made my decision regarding the sons of Oedipus. Eteocles, who died as a man should die, fighting for his country, is to be buried with full military honors, with all the ceremony that is usual when the greatest heroes die. But his brother, Polynices, who broke his exile to combat with fire and sword against his native city, whose one thought was to spill the blood of his blood and sell his own people into slavery. Polynices, I say, is to have no burial. No man shall touch him or say the least prayer for him. He will lie unburied, and the birds and the scavenging dogs shall do with him whatever they like. This is my command, and you can see the wisdom of it. As long as I am king, no traitor shall be honored. But anyone who shows by word and deed that he is on the side of the state, he shall have my respect when he is living, and my reverence when he is dead.
That is your will, Creon. You have the right to enforce it, and we are yours.
This is my will. See that you play your part.
What would you have us do?
You will give no support to anyone who breaks my law.
To leave a body unburied is to go against the gods, Creon. His soul will never cross the river Styx.
Fitting punishment for a traitor.
And the people?
They will do whatever I command.
Out of faith or out of fear?
Fear or faith, what does it matter as long as the law is maintained? I have a people to address.
As you wish.
Citizens! Our city, once plagued by war, shaken by unrest, has once again regained its noble shape. It is impossible to really know a man, to know his soul, his mind, and will, until one witnesses his skill in governing the people. And that is why I have made my decision regarding the sons of Oedipus. Polynices is to lie unburied, uncovered. Anyone caught covering him is to be put to death under penalty of law. I do this not out of spite, not out of disgust for all he represents, but to keep our ship on its proper course.
Sir!
What? Come here unannounced?
Sir, it's the body.
The body? What about the body? What's wrong with the body?
I've been on the force for 10 years, sir. I've got a clean record. I know my
Stop
place.
blabbering and tell me why you're here. If anything's happened to that body.
It's been covered.
Covered? What do you mean covered? How could it be covered? It was your job to make sure the body stayed uncovered.
There was a scarf, sir. It was placed over his face, like a shroud.
Who did this? Who dared go against my decree?
I don't know, sir. It happened so fast. We turned our backs for just a second.
Who knows of this?
No one, sir. Just the patrol.
You listen to me. No one is to know of this. Damned if anyone undermines my decree. What are you standing here for? Guard that body!
Yes, sir!
Now the spring is wound tight, and will uncoil of itself. That is what is so convenient in tragedy. Least little turn of the wrist will do the job. Anything will set it going. The shortest glance, a feeling when you wake up in the morning. the tragedy is on. The rest is automatic. You don't have to lift a finger. Death, treason, and sorrow are on the march, and they move in the wake of a storm, with tears of stillness. Tragedy is clean, is restful, flawless. There's no hope. You're trapped. It makes for merry tranquility. Once the pieces have been set in motion, there is no turning back. The play is on. Antigone has been caught. Her choice has been made. She must play her part through to the end. For the first time in her life, she is free to say all she wants to say. For now, this one brief moment, she is above the law.
Now, give it a rest.
You're hurting me!
Get dirty hands off me!
My hands. Take a look at your own hands. Digging in the dirt like a filthy dog.
Where are you taking me? Let go of me!
Shut up!
Release me! Ah! Do you know who I am? My father was Oedipus. I am Antigone!
Is this some kind of a joke?
No joke, sir. We find her by the body. She was trying to cover it.
Antigone, what's the meaning of this? Do you deny it?
No.
And were you aware there was a proclamation forbidding what you did?
Yes, I think you made that perfectly clear.
And yet you dared to go against these very laws.
Yes, I dared. I'm not one to concern myself with laws that are unjust. Oh, your edict was clear, but all of your strength is weakness in itself. A law made to make the people fear. I suppose fear is power after all, but it won't work on me. If I'm going to die, it might as well be for a cause. How could anyone who lives as I do with evil all around think of death as anything less than a friend? My death is of no importance. I'll just be another dead black girl. But if I had left my brother rotting in the street for all to see, what would I be then?
Safe, Antigone. You'd be safe.
Yes. Safe to live a life in disgrace. The sister who abandoned her brother to save herself. Safe to battle my conscience day in and day out, knowing for the rest of my miserable life what I should have done. I would have suffered. Now I do not.
So headstrong, deaf to reason. You never learned to yield, did you, Antigone? Suppose you never had to. Well, you will now. It's the inflexible heart that breaks first, the toughest iron that cracks first, and the wildest horses that bend their neck at the pull of the smallest curb.
Take me and kill me. What more do you want?
Me? Nothing. Without I have everything.
Why delay? There's nothing more to say. Kill me!
Do you even know why you are dying, Antigone, or will any path to the grave do?
I know exactly what I'm dying for.
Such a hurry to make your place in the family tomb. And what about Haman?
What about Haman?
What will happen to him when you're gone? Losing you will break him, Antigone, or did you even think of that, so blinded by this sickening death drive as you seem to be?
He will move on. The living always do.
You don't count yourself among the living.
Not if living means turning a cold shoulder to what is right and just as you do.
You think it is so easy to rule, to govern a people whose very order and existence depends on your word, on the commands that you give. I must act for the good of all. Ignorant girl, go back to your dolls.
Tell me, noble Creon, how hard is it to bark orders from your crystal tower while the people cower in the streets beneath you?
Of all the people in this city, only you have shown contempt for my law and broken it. Do you want me to show myself weak before the people, or break my sworn word? No, and I will not. You must stand by my command, Antigone. If I permit my own family to rebel, how can I earn the world's obedience? Show me the man who keeps his house in order. He is the one fit for public authority. I will have no dealings with lawbreakers, with critics of the government. Anyone who is chosen to govern should be obeyed, must be obeyed in all things, great and small, just and unjust.
Just and unjust?
The man who knows how to obey, and that man only knows how to give commands when the time comes. Show me an evil greater than anarchy. This is what makes cities tumble and great families rain down. This is what shatters armies. No. Good lives are made by discipline.
Reason is God's crowning gift to man. You were right to warn me against losing mine.
You're not in a position to understand everything people say, or think, or what they feel. Your temper terrifies them. Everyone! They will tell you only what you want to hear.
But I, at any rate, can listen. I've heard them muttering and whispering in the dark about this proclamation.
Do not be unchangeable. Do not believe that you alone can be right.
The man who thinks that, the man who maintains that only he has the power to reason correctly, a man like that, once you know him, turns out empty.
Yet, you're angry. Let yourself be moved.
I know I seem young to you, but even I know what is reasonable.
You would do well to listen to her, King. What she says is sensible.
You consider it right for a man of my years and experience to be schooled by a little black girl?
What does age or sex or color matter if she's right?
You think it right to stand up for an anarchist?
Not at all. I pay no respect to criminals.
Then she is not a criminal. My voice is the one voice giving orders in this city.
It's no city if it takes orders from only one voice.
The state is the king.
Yes, the state is a desert.
Showing your concern for the state in a public brawl with its king.
How about you in a public brawl with justice?
With justice? When all that I do is within my rights?
It's not your right to trample on God's rights.
Fool! Adolescent fool! Every word you say is venomous!
I say that for you and for me and for all those under the earth.
Look around you. You are the only one acting against my decree.
Others would, were they not living in fear. What I do pleases them, but they keep their mouths shut just for you.
These views of yours, so different than the others, don't they fill you with any sense of shame?
No, they would be right. There is nothing shameful in honoring my mother's child.
You had a brother killed fighting for the other side.
Yes.
Why bury the other when it gives false tribute to his name?
His corpse won't back up what you say.
Yes, he will if you give equal honors to a wicked man.
The one who died with him wasn't some slave, it was his own brother.
Who was destroying his country, while the other one went to his death defending it.
And maybe that Hades desires equal rights for both brothers.
A good man does not wish us to give him the same as an evil man receives.
Who knows? In the world below, perhaps such actions are no crime.
An enemy can never be a friend, not even in death.
But it's my way to love.
Then go down to the dead. If you must love, love them. No woman will govern me. No, not as long as I'm alive.
There is much that is monstrous. Nothing more monstrous than man. He moves across the white-capped seas, blasted by winter storms, curving his waves, the surging waves engulf him. His teams of horses, he wears down the unwearied and immortal earth. He snares the light-winged flocks of birds, herds of wild beasts fall, and creatures from the deep seas drown in the tangle of his nets. Oh, resourceful man, whose skill can overcome the ferocious beasts. He tames the wild horses with his bit and breaks the inexhaustible wolves, setting their savage necks beneath his yoke. Man, who has taught himself speech and windswift thought, trained his feelings for civic life, learning to escape harsh life lived under the open sky. That's man. So resourceful in all that he does. There's no event his skill cannot confront. Other than death, that is. That alone he cannot shun. The qualities of his inventive skills bring arts beyond dreams and lead him on, sometimes to evil, and sometimes to good. If he treats his country's laws with due respect and honors justice by swearing on the gods, he wins high honors in his city. But when he grows bold and turns to evil, then he has no city. A man like that, let him not share my heart or my mind. Now see, Miss May enters. It is her turn to plead for her sister's life.
It was me! I did it! I covered Polynices!
You? Another snake in my house? I had no idea I was nurturing two pests who aimed to rise against my throne. Come here. Tell me this. Do you admit you played your part in this?
I did it! She'll back me up!
No, justice will not allow you to say that. You didn't want to cover our brother, for you was all too simple to obey. Join Creon in his crystal towers, May. There's no place for you here.
You're my sister. Let me respect the dead and die with you.
Do not try to share my death or make claims to actions you didn't do. I'm going to die. That will be enough.
But if you're not here, then what is there in life for me?
Ask
without you?
Creon. He's the one you care about.
Why insult me like this? It doesn't help you to hurt me.
You know that your part is life and mine is death.
Antigone, I just want to help. Just tell me what I can do to help you.
Save yourself. I won't envy your escape.
But you're leaving you here to die.
Yes, but you chose life. I'm the one who chose to die. Now, some people will agree with how you think, and others will think that my judgment's best.
But equally, both of us have failed.
Yes, but be brave as Nene. You're alive. But my spirit died a long time ago, so look, I can help the dead now.
You too, is Nene. So fast to join her in the grave.
Well, what is there in life for me if she's not here?
Do not speak any more of her being here. Her life is ended. I will not let this matter waste any more of my time. Guards, take this one away.
No, Creon. Creon, you can't! Please don't!
Let them take me. Let me die for what's right.
No!
They say no woman has ever so unreasonably died. Such a shameful death for a generous act. She covered her brother's body. Is this indecent? She kept him from dogs and vultures. Is this a crime? Death? She should have all the honor we can give her. That is the way they talk out there in the city. I tell you, Creon, you yourself have brought a new calamity upon us. Give in to the dead man. Do not fight with a corpse. What glory is it to kill a man who is dead? Think, I beg you. It is for our own good that I speak as I do. You should be able to yield. For your own good.
To yield is to show weakness. If God himself came down and carried away Polynices bit by stinking bit to heaven, still I would not yield.
The gods have a way of punishing injustice.
I did as my trade commands. What else was I to do?
The people will hate you. They will not stand for a tyrant.
And they'd stand for a coward? For a ruler who won't uphold his own law?
Creon, you stand on the edge of fate.
What are you saying? The words are a kind of dread.
So she must die. That seems decided on.
Yes. For you and me, the matter is closed.
O bridal chamber, eternal prison of the cavern rock. I go now to find mine own, those many who have perished before me, and whom Persephone is welcomed among the dead. Lastly I go, yet most miserably of all, long before the term of my life is spent. I hope my coming will be welcome to my father, and to you, my mother, and welcome to my brothers. For when you died, With mine own hands, I washed and dressed each of you, and laid each to rest in your grave. And now, Polynices, it is for this service to your corpse that I win such reward as this. Yet I honor thee, rightly. And I lost a husband, another might have been found. But mother and father both hidden with Hades. No brother's love could ever bloom for me again. Such was the law whereby I held thee first in honor. But Creon deemed me guilty, and now he leads me thus, a captive in his hands. No bridal bed, no bridal song was ever mine. No joy of marriage, no portion in the nurture of children. That I go living to the falls of death. And what law of heaven have I broken? Why? Why should I look to the gods anymore? What ally should I invoke when by piety I have earned the name of impious? If such things are pleasing to the gods, when I have suffered my doom, I shall come to know my sin.
So this is what it's like at the end.
Your journey is over, Antigone. You've played your part well.
Have I?
You did what was right. You saw injustice and thrust yourself upon it.
Now I pay. Now I die.
Yes.
Was there ever another way?
It doesn't matter now.
Maybe I could have done something else. Perhaps taking a stand was enough. Now I've gone too far.
It doesn't matter. It's too late. Once the wheel is set in motion,
There's no stopping it. Does it hurt to die?
yes. But only for a moment.
Then what?
Relief.
What's that sound? What could be happening to cause such commotion?
Chaos. The dissolution of order.
People?
They're rising up, following your example and standing up against Creon.
So I'm saved! Surely he can't kill me now, not with so many eyes upon us.
That is why you must die.
I don't understand. I did what was right. The people see that now. Surely he can't kill me now.
He will. He has to. You're his example, Antigone. He must show the people his power. You will be a martyr. Your honor lies waiting among the dead.
And so it will be.